All right, greetings everyone out there in YouTube land. Today I'm over here again in the Birdsboro area, and we're going to explore an area of an abandoned water park that I found online. Saw some other videos and information about it. Basically all I know is it's an abandoned water park. It's actually on the French Creek State Park land over here just off of Geigertown Road in the back of Birdsboro. So we're gonna go down this road and see where it's going to take us and everything, and see what we can find. Rumor has it there's some stairways here and stuff that lead to nowhere, so we're gonna walk around here and check things out. I guess this road that I'm walking on is the road that went back here to this water park at one time. Like I said, I couldn't find that much information about it online, so we're just going to go and see what's back here. Hopefully the weather will cooperate, because they're supposed to be getting some heavy rains here later on today. Checked the radar before I left the house, and it seems like the rain's gonna hold off for a little bit, so hopefully I can get this exploring done before it picks up. It is a bit windy out here today, so I'm hoping that the sound's pretty good, that the wind isn't messing the sound up. The other day when I was through this area to explore another location in Birdsboro, this area was packed with cars in the little pull-off area that's along Geigertown Road there. So today, all the locations that I thought about filming that I passed on the way here, there's nobody there. Of course, everybody's home expecting the bad weather and stuff. So despite the 20-mile-per-hour winds or so, or bigger gusts, to me this is a perfect day to film. There's nobody out here. Okay, found this little concrete bridge here, so I guess we're on the right track with trying to locate this park here and stuff. This is the Sixpenny Creek that flows through French Creek State Park. And I think the destination I want to get to is right up through those woods up there, through the woods there. Can see, I guess, what was the dam up there, so we're going to follow this road around here, see where it takes us. And just looking around the area over here, I already found some stone formations, or foundations rather. Not quite sure what building this would have been at one time, but if Jay from JP's videos would be here, he'd be loving it, because it's getting covered with nature's carpet. He always tries to find, when he's out exploring and doing his videos and stuff, I'm quite sure what that hole would have been for there with the foundation, but he always tries and gets nature's carpet in his videos. So Jay, if you watch this, there you go. There's your nature's carpet for you. But there's a bunch of these holes in the foundation here. And of course, people got to throw their trash in here and stuff. But all along here, there's these holes. So I'm not quite sure what building this would have been. And up there, that looks like something that one of those things you see at the parks where you put your hot coals in and stuff after you're done cooking or whatever from your campfire and stuff. I'm also not quite sure what the date of this park was when it was active. Like I said, I couldn't find that much information online. I know one other person that does exploring, Cliff, the Wandering Woodsman. He was out here 2 or 3 years ago and stuff. He might have a little bit more information on it as to when it was active and all the buildings and stuff. So if you get a chance, go over and check his channel out, the Wandering Woodsman, and see what he has to say. We're going to cross here, and looks like there's a little footbridge here. And I guess this would have been the dam or swimming hole, whatever it was called at one time. Nice little waterfall there. I'm not sure how big this lake was, or deep, or anything. Definitely an interesting dam. Made my way around to the top here, what would have been the dam breast. Like I said, I have to walk around here a little bit more to see if I can figure out just how deep this area was here, or how big this lake, swimming hole, whatever you want to call it, was. And it looks like there's a fairly decent drop off here down to there, where the water would have flowed over the dam breast there, over the spillway, because they obviously took out some of it there in the middle. You can see the grooves, which I'll walk out here and show you the grooves where they had something in there to fill the lake up. Looks like a lot of it here at this end is muddy, so sediment over the years and stuff. Doesn't look that terribly deep, but the mud could be a couple inches deep. I did check the trees that are back here on the trail. Some people were carving their names in the trees with dates and stuff. I just found dates like the latest one or earliest one was 97. I didn't see anything prior to that. So yeah, so they obviously had some kind of thing that they put in that groove there to fill the lake up more. But just missed them. There's a fish crane or a herring that took off in the back there. But not quite sure when they drained the lake. Just from looking at the area here, I would imagine it had to be, you know, quite a few years that this has been drained. It wasn't recently. Definitely a nice, interesting rock formation that they made. All right, back up the trail here. Gonna walk around here and explore this area some more. All right, after navigating to, I guess, what would be the back side of the lake, found the stone wall here. So I guess this would be the back part of the lake, you know, whatever was back here at one time. I must say that the springs that are feeding this, that fed this lake or pond, whatever you want to call it and stuff, fairly nice clean water too. So Sixpenny Creek obviously fed it, but there were a couple other little springs here that I discovered just walking around the woods trying to get to this area where I'm at now and stuff, and very clear and clean water. And I finally got to the other area that I wanted to explore, or I should say check out. These are the stairs that go nowhere. You know, from what I gather, I guess this would have been where people walk down those stairs to get into the pond here, or lake, whatever you want to call it. So I mean, it looks like the lake was fairly deep back here at this point, just judging from that wall, because I'm guessing that wall's probably about 5 feet. So, but if you do come back here, yeah, be prepared. It is muddy and wet back here, so wear the proper foot attire. But the stairs in the middle of the woods that go nowhere. Now, some of people that believe in the paranormal and this, that, and everything else say you're not supposed to walk upstairs. If you find steps or whatever in the woods, you're not supposed to walk up to them because, you know, some kind of supposed to could transport you somewhere, this, that, and whatever superstition there is. And I don't believe in any of that, so nope, still here. Oh well. Didn't transport me anywhere. So, but there you can see, here's a look down to see where they would have walked into the lake at some point. Couldn't find any photos either online. If I do find any more information or photos, I'll post links to them, or if I find them as I'm editing the video and stuff, I'll include them. But so far, like I said, I haven't found that much stuff about this place. All right, so I found the trail that comes from the back side of the lake. Actually comes through where what would have been the lake and brings you up here, which this might have been another area for people to go in. I'm not sure. There are a couple posts here, and basically I'm just on the other side of the dam breast, which is where we were over there earlier. So if you come over here and want to get back to those steps, when you get to that footbridge, there's a path that goes off to the left. That's the one you want to take and follow that down into the lake, and it'll take you on the back side of the lake to where those stairs are. If you go to the right and follow the trail along there and go all the way out back, the trail only goes so far till it dead ends, and then you got to find a spot to cross over the creek, and there's not that many places there with that many rocks that close together to do it, but I managed to find it. So I did find some other buildings here, or I should say foundations, that I want to check out. So I'm going to see if I can find a path to get up there to them. So we'll bring you back here as soon as I get to where they're at. All right, walking up here, I found a trail that comes up to the top part of the lake where these foundations are and stuff. And I thought I saw this when I was on the other side of the lake. Lonely flagpole here. I guess somebody maintains and has an American flag there and the POW flag. So standing up here and looking down, right about there is the wall for the lake. It goes around. So this would have all been open at one time. You could see across to the other part of the lake. And there are geocaches here. I know of one, but I forgot to look for it before I came back here, so I'm waiting. Hopefully the map will download that I can get it and find it, because there is very limited cell signal back here, because you're actually in a valley between the two hills and stuff here. And I thought the geocache might have been on the back part of that lake, but I'm not quite sure. So we'll have to wait and see here and see if I can see if the map will load or not. But what I want to get to is around the back here. So I don't know what this would have been here as far as a bunch of little finches here. As far as building wise, structure wise, or whatever, because there is a stone wall here, so I don't know if this was a bathhouse or what. There was a split rail fence over there that I passed, so I'm not quite sure. I'll have to walk up in the back here because I see some more staircases here, steps and a rail. And some more piping. So this almost looks like there was plumbing in here at some point and stuff. This almost looks like this might have been, I don't know, partitions in a washroom of some sort. Maybe. Like I said, if anybody has any more information on this, feel free to leave it in the comments, because like I say in all my videos, I do not know everything there is, nor do I want to come off as being a know-it-all. But I mean, there's pipes sticking up out of the ground there, and this back here looks like this could have been a water tank of some sort. And of course now I find the other trail that leads you around the back here. So I'm not quite sure what this was. But we'll definitely do some more exploring here, and just looking around, you can see that places are like squared off. And so I'm not over here. There's more concrete that's squared off. Over here you can see everything that's squared off. So if this was a bathhouse or what. I just find it neat that somebody takes the time to take care of the flag that's back here. Have an American flag and a POW flag back here in the middle of the woods. And walking down here, there's not something you see either. A fire hydrant in the middle of the woods. So obviously it was piping around here at one point or another. So I'm just going to walk around here some more and see if I can find anything else interesting. So yeah, after looking around here and do some more exploring, there is a trail here that's part of the trails here at the state park. So this is the Orange Blaze Trail or Orange Trail. There's a marking on the trees, and it does go back through here and stuff. So I did find that, and then it'll take you down. Down there is where those stairs are that I was at, and then over here is where the flagpole and the buildings are and stuff. So if you hike French Creek and you hike it might be called the Sixpenny Trail, it could be called the Orange Blaze Trail, I forget. It's one of the two. So, but the trail does come by the park here, but none of this other stuff around here is listed. I don't remember seeing it the last time I looked at a map for the state park over here and the trails and stuff. So everything that's over here by the lake and stuff is not going to be on the map, those trails or anything. So we're going to walk around here a little bit more, see what we can find. It's getting a little darker out here, so my time might be running out here as far as weather wise. So let's see what else we can find before the rain moves in. All right, so I walked up the hill a little bit from where that bathhouse would have been, which is right down there. Fire hydrants there, came up through that little break that's in the rocks there, and I found this up here. So bunch of metal baskets. It almost looks like there might have been somebody might have used it for a campfire here at some point. It looks like a circle there and stuff, so I don't know. So this is all a mystery. It's fairly flat up here, right in this area. Because I don't know if there could have been something else up here at one time or what. I don't see any other trails, but there's more of those baskets. I don't know if they could have been used at the wash house maybe for people to put their stuff in or something. If that was a wash house down there, I don't know. So I'm going to trek around here a little bit more, see if I can find anything. All right, did find another trail again. This is a different one. Basically over there is where those baskets were, so I just came up here. Looks like there was a little road that went down there at some point, so that's the way I'm going to start making my way back to my vehicle. And then this trail here, I guess, is the purple trail. Looks purple to me. So this goes up. I followed it up around the back here and stuff, goes up through the woods there, so it's just one of the other trails that's here that's on the state park and stuff. So I'll venture down here, see if this road or whatever this is here leads to anything interesting on my way back. The rain is definitely starting to pick up. It's light right now, so I'm just gonna, hopefully it'll cooperate here so I can get the rest of this exploring done. But this looks like a water fountain at one point that I found here, because there is another, this is probably the orange trail that I found. And there's the name of, I guess, whatever trail this is here, the purple trail. You got a name of that on the tree. And a nice little, another spring coming down here. I guess that goes into the creek below the dam breast. So, surprisingly, this is a pretty wide trail through here. One thing that I did take notice, I know no mountain bikes on this particular section of the trail for whatever reason. I guess they were having problems with the trail getting damaged and stuff, so hiking only. And following that one trail coming down here brings me back down to where we started from, before we took a walk up to the dam breast up there. So this is charcoal only. So this would have been where you put your hot coals at one time after you were done camping, and of course everybody's using that to put trash in. Be nice if, you know, it would get emptied and stuff like that, but I don't know if the park rangers take care of this or what the story is with it either way. But down here is the building again that we first saw when I came in, and then this trail comes right back down here to this bridge in the Macadam Road that takes me back out to my vehicle. So the drizzle is getting more consistent, so I think this is going to be a good time to wrap this video up and everything before I get soaked and whatnot. So thanks for coming along on this journey or adventure, whatever you want to call it. And if you like the video, give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and please share my channel and stuff. And if you know any more information about this, please feel free to put it in the comments. If I find more information or whatever, I'll put it in the comments there, or links and whatnot. So time to head on out of here. I think it's going to be a good night to it's probably afternoon here yet, but later on this evening is going to be a good night to order some food, take out, have it delivered, stay at home, edit some videos, and binge watch some episodes on TV. So thanks again, and we'll see you soon.